So hello, so this is the activity right here, and these are the given parameters. So I went ahead and wrote everything in AutoCAD, so it's quite easy. So 120 degrees, dwell 80 degrees, return 80 degrees, dwell 80 degrees, and so on, as you can see here. And so I started making this first, which is basically I need the length of this. So I made a scale which is 2 degrees is equal to 1 centimeter. And we know that everything else here is 360 degrees, right? Because it's an entire rotation. So since 2 degrees is 1 centimeter, if I convert 360 degrees into a centimeter, it would be 180 centimeter. So I went ahead and made this 180 centimeters, as you can see. And then the next part was to figure out the rise, dwell, and return, and then dwell. So as we can see here, the rise is 120 degrees, but we know that 2 degrees is 1 centimeter, so we divide it by 2, so 60 centimeter. And then for 80 degrees, you do the same, divide it by 2, 40. This is also 80, so 40, also 80, so 40. Now you get to divide this into several parts, and the more you divide it, the more accurate, or the more this is gonna look good, this thing, which is the final thing. But anyways, so I chose to divide it into 5 parts, so that means 6, so 4 lines here. So I just offset it by, can't remember, 120 divided by 5, divided by 5, divided by 2, that's 12. So I offset this by 12. Anyways, you do that same thing for the rise and the return. And then you draw a line. I made it in red so that it's easier to see. From the rise to the dwell, the start of the dwell. From the start of the dwell, just a straight line to the end of the dwell. And then the return into the start of the second dwell. And then again. So now I used a different color, but I used green, drawing lines all the way up to the point of the red line we just made. And the point for that is so we can determine the distance of how much we should add here. Now it's a little bit tricky because when you add it here, it's in the wrong direction, right? So the way I did it was I made a circle. So because the radius of the circle will be the same with the center point with the starting point of the circle, like the outer diameter of this circle. So, and then I just drew a line connecting to that circle. Wait, I'll see if I can show you. So I drew a circle kind of like this, like that, and then I just drew another line. Bam, boom. So that's how I did that. And I did it for the rise, and then the return, and the dwell is just empty. And then I splined. So let me show you right there. Let me zoom in more. And that's the path. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, the more divisions, the more accurate, or the more better it would look. I just decided to go for 5 because it seems like a well balance between the amount of work and then the amount of results. So that is it. Cam and follower.